Um, guys, the new video, alright? Another new stream. Let me get out of big mode, alright? Even though I'm a big guy, you know what I'm saying? So y'all can see what I'm seeing. Well, you ain't gonna see what I'm seeing, but you're gonna see what I'm saying. What I'm seeing. Saying, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Alright. Oh, damn. Not even the right thing. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boom. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. You guys saw what I downloaded. Why? The image I'm using. Black Jesus. Jesus did not die for this. Alright? Guys, and we're gonna watch. We're gonna. I haven't heard about this show. Alright? I haven't really heard about this show. But I done a review on the past. Alright? I done a reaction. Alright? The people are really talking about Primos. Now, if you don't know what Primos is, it's basically another version of Casa. What was that? Casa. It's a bunch of Mexican people in one house. All right. If you know what I'm talking about, it's just a bunch of Mexican people in one. Your average Mexican household. All right. I'm imagining. I'm imagining. All right. That's what the show is about. Being Mexican in I don't know, real life or cartoon. I have no idea. But people are saying this show is garbosa. Garbosa. Caca. Straight doo-doo streaks. So we're gonna see why. Why do these people have so much resentment? Let's get into it.
Now, before anyone rips on me saying, you're not the right person to talk about this shit, you shouldn't be covering this shit, man. This shit's racist. For the record, I'm Latino, and I can proudly say that this show is probably one of the worst
He's a Latino.
attempts at representation I've fucking seen. Back in 2021, Disney greenlit a new show called Primos, which focuses on the main character, Tater, yes, that is her actual fucking name, who has big dreams and determined to find what makes her so extraordinary and shit. When her 12, yes, 12 cousins move in for the summer and help her find her real self in true Disney fashion. The show is based off producing Natasha Klein's own experience being raised as a Mexican American, which is fine until you begin to point out the miscalculations. Number 1. The fucking title. For those not in the know, Primos is Spanish for cousins, which goes back to those 12 chaotic cousins. Now, the title itself is fine because it relates to the characters. It's what's in the intro that is fucking interesting. Let's take a look here. Whoops. Oh, there's appeared to be something wrong here. It's not Oye Primos, it's Oigan Primos. This was actually pointed out to Tater's voice actor, who then responded with an embarrassment of a fucking response. I've been really wanting to delete your comment because it's really rude to the American dysphoria of Latinos. Language is fluid and transitory depending on where you live and who you learned it from. I, the writers, nor the creators of this beautiful show do not have to prove our Latinidad to you or any other grammar Nazi on the internet. So what you're saying is...
What? I mean, all I gotta say is, like, you couldn't just look that up. I mean, the voice actor caught this. I would imagine if he caught this, I would imagine him going up to you. I don't know if this is the first time. This is how he went up to you and did it. He did it in a tweet, which I would say is kind of scumbaggy. You let me write this without knowing that it was the incorrect use, and then you had me edit this, animate this, and then came in a tweet talking about, oh yeah, buddy, actually, that is the wrong use of oh yeah. It's actually oh again. I'm like, bro, you saw me edit this. I gave you the script. So you know what I was. You know what it was before. You had the animators edit this and do all this animation for it, and now you're coming to me now, right after I've already have animated all of this and talking about in a tweet. Oh, actually, it's incorrect. All right, bro. You know what? That's a douche move. All right, that's a douche move. But I couldn't imagine going any other way because you had the script. Unless they had already animated this and then they had you voice it over, then it's like shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless he had already came up and been like, "Hey man, this is not the correct the spelling of this word. It's the same word, but it needs to be put in the they them category instead of the whatever the you or I category. You know, if he said that before and came up and explained it before, then you know, and she still went along with it, and then he tweeted that out. Then I mean he's still a douche, but it's less of a douche move because he told you. He gave you a warning. He gave you a warning before he put you on blast. He said put your hands up.
Hey, fuck you. We don't know how to speak the language, right? But it's still gonna be a great show of representation, right? Number 2. Cultural stereotypes. As that wasn't enough, we also have some cultural stereotypes and slight racism. Oh yes, just like how Walt Disney would have fucking loved it. Let's analyze this shit. So first off, let's look at the setting. It's all yellow and shit. You know what else is yellow? Any fucking Mexicans.
Yeah, but she said it was based off her life, so I really can't call it racist. You know what I'm saying? If it's based off somebody's life, you really can't call it racist unless there was like racist elements to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the documentary of Malcolm X. We had like the Ku Klux Klan and stuff like that. Then they're racist. Not his life. You know what I'm saying? Not him in general is not racist, but if they're doing based off his life, then yeah, it's whatever.
City and media. That's already a bad fucking side enough.
But I think it's in California, so yellow California. It makes sense to have a yellow sky in California since all the forest fires and smog.
The city is called Terremoto Heights. For those that don't know, terremoto is Spanish for earthquake. You want to know why this is relevant? Because there are a fuck ton of earthquakes in Mexico.
Not very tasteful, I would say. The yellow sky, whatever, calling it terremoto earthquake, it's like doing a show in the Caribbean and calling it hurricane, calling the city Hurricane City. It's like not very tasteful, my boy. Not very tasteful.
How do you fuck up something as simple as a city name? Steven Universe.
Oh, it's not. It was definitely not a fuck up. There was, I couldn't imagine not knowing a language and then coming up with the absolute most relevant and most offensive shit you could come up with. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't imagine that would actually be a 1 in a million chance. But no, I believe that was a calculated decision. I think they knew there was a lot of earthquakes in Mexico, and they hence named the city Earthquake. But very untasteful, I would say.
Was set in Beach City. You want to know why they call it Beach City? Because there is a beach and there is a kind of a city. I wouldn't even say it's a city, it's kind of a thing. But at least it's a better name than Earthquake Heights. And bear in mind, this show is inspired by the experience of the producer who was raised as a Mexican American. That's like saying I've been living the first 19 years of my life in the good old state of Wetback, USA. And there's more, but I don't want to go into a deep analysis on this. Rebel Taxi made a better video on it, which I recommend you go watch because he's cool. Number 3, the response to Backlash. Speaking of Backlash, it was really fucking swift. So much so that it prompted Disney to remove the intro from Facebook and Twitter, which should really tell you how people really feel about this shit. Now, of course, this necessitated a response, so one of the voice actors went on the gram and said this.
The Spanish language is not a Latin American language. It's a language the Spanish conquistadors forced upon Latin American people.
So what you're saying is, hey, look, I know we fucked up and all that, but the thing is that we were force-fed this language, so that should be excusable, right? Hell no! You cannot be fucking serious. And the thing is, I'm a history person. I like learning about this shit. Now, I'm a little rusty in my Latin American history, but if I'm not fucking mistaken, if this was force-fed to us, then why the hell didn't we throw it away? You think another marginalized group of minorities...
Terrible argument. Terrible argument. Terrible argument. What other language are you going to use? Nothing? Speak gibberish? Terrible argument. Terrible argument. dude, if somebody forces you to do something, and then years, generations worth of you guys doing the same thing over and over again, and then you expect yourself just to go back to how things were after when they leave. Hundreds and hundreds of years pass, and then you guys be like, well, finally those Spaniards left, so let's go back to our Aztec shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just go back to the how things were before. No, you can't. You can't. Physically, you mentally you cannot, because most nine, I would bet 9 out of 10 times people have forgot that. Yeah, you don't think after speaking English for, I don't know, 400, like black people today, you think I can just go back and start speaking whatever African language I spoke before? I don't know. I don't know what tribe I came from. I don't know what place in Africa I came from. And you know what? It is what it is. But you expect me just to go back, like time travel, and be like, oh, like, bro, I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm saying, bro. I can only speak English. English is my native language now. Same thing with Latinos. Spanish is your native language now. You think you could just time travel back to Mayan or Aztec or wherever you came from?
Minorities in America today would consider changing the language since it was force fed to us. And
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. To what language exactly? To what language? Aztec? Who knows that? Who can speak Aztec? No one. Literally no one.
I do understand where she's coming from. There are different communities that speak different variations of the same language.
Like I said, no one. No one. No one. Spanish is probably like fourth, fifth most popular language in the world, dude.
Guatemalan, so who knows? Maybe I'm bullshit. But when the entire community comes together to correct you on one phrase and you make an entire tangent about it as a response, that's already a red flag. And I also forget to mention that they admitted not to research this shit. No.
Bro, okay. That's when you have to go back at the producers. Why? Why? Just why? Why in 2023 are you guessing? You have things like ChatGPT, Google. Why are you guessing? Why are you guessing for a show? If you pitched me a show and you said, but you guys do no research and you're just working from memory, why? Why, I ask? Why?
So here you go.
I don't know. I don't know the differences. Casa Grande's was the derivative off of the other show with a bunch of white people in one house. Hey, get a bunch of black people in one house. I don't know, or Asian people in one house, or Jewish people in one house. I don't know. Make another show with a bunch of people in one house.
Yeah, it's the same concept, but on fucking Nick. Because apparently
I was imagine if I was gonna do even if I was doing something based off my life, I would want to, you know what I'm saying? If I'm doing a different language or a language I'm not familiar with that was around me during my lifetime, I would want to, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to lock in, my boy. Editor, you're gonna have to lock in. I'm going to have to send you some parts of it not recorded, mostly that part. So lock in, my boy. Lock in. No research, just memory. Like the Primos, just like Primos. Disconnected, reconnecting, 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 reconnecting. Okay, we're back. I'm glad this doesn't. Okay, I got update my OBS, and that's probably the reason why it's reconnecting and disconnecting, because I have to update it, but I refuse to. Ah, man. Primos, man. It's like when your project is due tomorrow, you just got you know, you just got. But even then, it's copy and paste. What's going on? Why are you coming up? They already made the wheel, right? And you're coming up with a circular device to move things faster. Why? 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 And you're doing your best to make it your own and from memory. Why? Why are you doing that? Okay, guys, let's go, and since Jesus did not die for this, we're gonna go on the train of the best thing out of each Christian denomination. All right. I'm gonna
The
give my
idea of
thoughts
having
on this. I'm
one
gonna
stream of
agree,
income?
disagree,
Just to
piss off a lot of people.
Which type of Christianity is the best? It's hard to say because all of them have things that are really cool about them. All these mainstream churches worship the same God
Bruh.
and agree on the essentials.
Bruh.
But there's differences in terms of how they worship God.
Jesus is God? What? What? I thought Jesus was the Son of God. See, this is the thing. This is the thing that be confusing me. Y'all guys be saying Jesus. How is Jesus God? Why would God be Jesus? Wrong. Incorrect.
For example, the best thing about Baptists is their focus on personal faith in Jesus. If you grew up going to church, that doesn't mean anything unless you have a personal relationship with God. And that's why they don't baptize babies, because they think baptism needs to be a sign of a personal conversion experience. They focus a lot on how Jesus changes people's lives. And because it's all about a personal relationship for them, they encourage a lot of individual Bible reading, and that's why Baptists are often the best at reading and memorizing Scripture. What's really great about Methodists is their service to others. They believe that a true faith in Jesus must be spiritually active, and this looks like helping the poor and working for justice in the world. Methodists believe that all Christians are soldiers for God's kingdom. They use kingdom
Be a soldier for God.
and that's why certain groups like the
Chat, if you join I'm That Guy, you're a soldier for God. For real.
Salvation Army, which arose out of the Methodist tradition, use military analogies to describe their service to the poor. According to Methodists, there's not much use for a personal belief unless you put it into action.
That's
The
right.
best thing about Presbyterians is
I have
definitely
no idea what the heck that is.
not their dance moves, but it's their intellectual approach to the Christian faith. Presbyterians believe God gave us brains for a reason and intends for us to use them. God wants us to use our brains to understand and worship God, and to study the things of God. Because Presbyterians study God, they also like to study God's creation in the fields of math and science. And this is why Presbyterians found a lot of the most important universities, such as Princeton. This is also why Presbyterians try to create an intellectually stimulating worship environment. If you visit a traditional Presbyterian church, you'll probably find a very formal and calm worship style, and maybe even an old church library. Presbyterians are one of several types of Calvinist churches. Dutch
I have
Reformed
I have no idea why there's so many different ones. I have no idea.
Christians agree with Presbyterians on almost everything, but arguably have an even more intellectual approach to
Why is this even a thing?
theology. Congregationalists are also similar to Presbyterians, but they have a bit more of a simple style, because they try to
Cause now you're just different because you build your church slightly different.
only
What's
focus
going
on
on?
God and get rid of any distractions. They're descended from the Puritans, who talked all about God being in control over everything. Something great about Lutherans is their focus on the gospel. They distinguish between the law and the gospel.
Chat, I'm seeing only W's right now. I'm seeing only W's.
The law says do, and the gospel says done. And it's the gospel that brings salvation. The law is just there to show us why we need salvation. So salvation is by faith alone, because there's nothing we can do to be saved. Now, all Protestants agree on that point, but Lutherans believe that God actually gives us the gospel in the sacraments. In a Lutheran church service, forgiveness of sins is proclaimed, and then actually given to people in the sacraments. And that's why Lutheran churches always try to create a very sacred worship environment, and let's be honest, they have the best music. In fact, Martin Luther himself wrote a famous hymn about the forgiveness of sins, and I'm going to sing that for you right now. What's beautiful about the Catholic Church is the impact that it's had on the world. Catholics believe the institution of the Church is the kingdom of God here on earth, and it's the job of the Church to make Christianity visible to the rest of the world. This is why the Catholic Church has founded some of the most important hospitals and universities. They've created some of the best art and music, and your high school history teacher definitely wouldn't tell you this, but the thinkers of the medieval Catholic Church laid the groundwork for modern science. To this day, the Catholic Church is the most charitable organization in the whole world, and
Charity. W. Common
they
Catholic.
promote a
W.
lot of good morals as well. What's cool about Anglicanism is it takes the best aspects of other branches of Christianity. It's sort of like a melting pot of different Christian traditions. In an Anglican church, you can have a church that's as ornate and beautiful as a Catholic church, but then have a sermon that's as passionate as you'd find in a Protestant church. The historical reason for this is when the Church of England was founded, it couldn't decide whether it was Catholic or Reformed, so it ended up kind of being in the middle way between the two. And to this day, there's a lot of diversity of belief, so some Anglicans seem more Reformed and some seem more Catholic. What's great about the Eastern Orthodox Church is their reverence for tradition. With all of the corruptions of the modern world, it's great to see some people rejecting that and showcasing the beauty of tradition. The reason they care about
Embrace tradition. Leave modern society.
tradition so much is that the Eastern Orthodox Church believes they have the faith handed down to them by the apostles themselves, that the apostles started a fire, which the Church has kept going through the centuries by holding to sacred tradition. And you can see this anytime you walk into an Orthodox church. You can see a deep connection to the past literally plastered all over the walls. The Orthodox have a tradition of painting icons on their domes, which is meant to show the great cloud of witnesses that have come before us and are now looking down on us from heaven. What's beautiful about the Oriental Orthodox churches is how they've shown Christian humility and forgiveness throughout centuries of persecution. They've spent most of their existence as islands of Christianity in a vast sea of Islam, and there's been a lot of persecution. Over the years, but this has refined their faith, just as a fire refines gold. This is what the Bible says happens when Christians are persecuted, and this is why Oriental Orthodox Christians are some of the most kind and humble people you'll ever meet. And although these churches are connected to each other, they've developed separately over the centuries.
Hold on.